Hi everyone, I'm going to try this today. Hopefully it works out. I'm reading from my novel once again. I've been having issues with YouTube in my phone for the last few days. My grandma's been doing it a bit too. At any rate, I'm just going to get this read and hopefully everything works out. My name is Alexander Dracule. I was born in the year 1224. I grew up in a small castle on the northern border of I'm probably using I don't really know what kingdom I'm going to use, or even if I'm going to use an empire or something. So I put a lot of these things. There could be like enter dragon name here, enter kingdom name here. There are going to be a few names of kingdoms, so I'm sorry for all this. Anyway, on the northern border of enter kingdom name here. Fenrir's mom. My only childhood friend was a mix of a vampire and a werewolf. I am a mix of a vampire and a dragon. There are only 3 dragons left in my world, in the world. My father entered fire and ice dragon named here. My uncle entered dark dragon named here. And the great dragon, creator of all dragons, entered god dragon named here. My mother was a vampire viscountess. My childhood was a peaceful one until my uncle claimed the throne of the Hunger Empire, and to one a world where only vampires and dragons ruled. His plan had one flaw. As his son hated him and all dragons, he would soon oust his father and go on the hunt for all dragons and anyone associated with them. That's when Mother sent me to the north at the age of 6 with my friend Woven Hunter. As my guide we set off, I would never see my father and mother again. Later on, I would find out my cousin would change his name to Kaiser Leon Maximilian. I decided to join his army, but to protect the northern countries and reclaim my home. So I trained with the werewolves and my friend for the next 25 years. Then I set out. The voyage took me a day and a half to get to the Hunger Empire due to a storm. When I made it too far, I then went to the nearest tavern to get information both on the Empire and on the military. As I entered the tavern, a smell of booze, blood, and cooked meat. There's some errors in it because, again, this is just my rough draft, so, again, I'm sorry. I found a man recruiting for the army. I went up to him and asked, where do I sign up? Now, I'm not very large. I'm 6'1", and I only weigh 135 pounds. He looked at me and then he said that I wouldn't last a week in the army. As I took my seat at the nearest table, as one of the Kaiser's men walked in. Looking at his armor, he looked to be either a knight or a wolf man-at-arms. He went over to the recruiter and asked for the recruitment list, and the recruiter gave him the list. As he read the list, he said, "My name is Dmitri. I am one of the Kaiser's men. All those present on this list, finish your meal and meet me at the town center. I will only wait there for 1 hour. If you fail to show up, you will be a deserter and imprisoned." With that, he left. As I was finishing my meal, a boy no older than 18 came up to me and said, "My name is Robert Rowland. Who are you?" I told him my name was irrelevant because I didn't want my name to get out just yet. Then I asked him why a boy decides to join the army. He looked at me and said, "I am no boy. I'm 16 years old, and Julian looked to be 20, so what right do you have calling me a boy?" I found this slight amusing, so I told him my name and that I was 26. I then changed the subject. His name was rather odd for the snag, so I asked him where he was from. He told me he was from the small island nation to the north, first from northwest, not east, because I'm trying to base it kind of off Europe, like Middle Ages Europe. So yeah, I kind of screwed up on some of this stuff, so forgive me for some of the geographic errors. He then asked me where I was from. I told him I was born here, but I left at a young age to go to Fenrir's Ma. He looked at me with fear as I told him not to worry and that we had to get going. and that I didn't know where the town center was, and that I needed a guide. They accepted the offer. We paid the barkeep and it took us about 20 minutes to get to the center of town. Dmitri was there, leaning up against a lamppost. We only saw 3 men besides him. He told us where to wait. As time went on, more came. When the time passed, he told us to follow him to the barracks. Before we went inside, he asked if there were any vampires, and if so, we should step forward. I looked at Rowan, but we both didn't know what to do. As to call yourself a vampire was frowned upon. Everyone else stepped forth, but not us. Then Dmitri said for everyone to stay, but we had to follow him. As I looked back, the other men looked at us with hatred across their faces. Then Dmitri told us to pay them no heed. He led us to the officers' barracks and said, "You will sleep here." As we looked, we saw a desk with a rushlight holder on it, as well as 2 beds and 2 footlockers. That's it. That's all I have for my book. So, yeah. Any ideas on what I should do next, or what changes I should make, or any ideas for kingdom names? Anything would be helpful. So, yeah. That's all. Thank you for participating in this video. So long.